Have you heard about the man who was on TikTok telling the tale about how his uncle brought his sister from the dead and now she's a zombie? As someone who's from Haiti, I'm very familiar with these stories. So the story goes the sister was arguing with one of the elderly people in the neighborhood. And if you are from Haiti or from the islands, they tell you do not disrespect the elders, do not even look at them in the eyes. So apparently this young lady was arguing with one of the elders and she might have said something that made them really upset. And they said, well, basically wait and see. You will see what's gonna happen, basically. And from there on, that sister basically got sick. And I remember telling you guys a story about my sister like that, how she almost was taken out because she was playing hide and seek. We were all playing hide and seek, and she crossed over something that was underground. Take a look at that video. But this is true facts. In Haiti, you're supposed to respect your elders. You do not look at them in the eyes. You
do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is.
Tell you guys the story.
Okay, so the story about his sister that died and rose up again. That's very common in Haitian culture. So what happened was his sister got into an altercation with a woman in the neighborhood. I guess in English it would be like a witch. These people practice black magic, but they don't let it be known like that. So she got into an altercation with the woman, and she disrespected her, fussed her out. One thing about Haitians, they don't like when younger people disrespect adults. They take that very seriously. And so I guess she fussed out the woman. The woman said, all right, I'll give you 3 days. They don't usually say much. When they're witches like that and they practice black magic and they know what they're doing, they don't say too much to you. They don't do too much talking. They just give you a time frame, or they don't say nothing at all. But for her, I think the woman told her, I give you 3 days. And then the sister was like, despite her being raised up in that culture, she still disregarded the woman, still was rude. And then when the 3 days came, she got sick. She had a fever, and then no medication would bring down the fever. No doctor could help. And then they heard that she passed. So after
2 months.
After 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay, she passed, and then the funeral was held, and then he has an uncle that practices the black magic, and then they end up finding out that it was through black magic she died, not from natural fever or sickness. And then he did what he did, and he rose her up from the dead. I know it sounds crazy. The reason why I believe it, I've been hearing these stories since I was a kid too, because my parents are from Haiti as well. But someone who does not have a Haitian or African background or Caribbean background, it seems crazy. It seems like a story, and a lot of people don't like to believe it, but there's so many stories about this stuff, but they're not stories. They're reality that happens back on that island. But that's basically in the...
Now, just like the young men say, this is something that is very common in Haiti, where people can do these things to you. And, it depends. I lived a very big chunk of my life in Haiti. People are not just walking around doing these things to you. I mean, there are people who just do it just for shits and giggles. But you can live a decent life in Haiti as long as you know the rule of the island and what you should and should not do. So just like I just said, and just like the other young lady said, and anyone who's in Haiti or who talks about stuff like this, they will tell you that, it's unspoken rule of the island that even the children who live in the island knows you don't disrespect your elders. When they say something try not to talk back, and majority of the people in the island know your family, so a lot of time they will spare your life simply because they know the family you came from, your last name, especially because your last name.
She don't remember nobody. She don't remember my mom, my dad. She don't remember me. I wanna say that she remembers my uncle a little bit, cause my uncle is the one who brought her back to life. But I wanna say that 50%. She don't remember nobody, and she look lost. I know some of you guys ask if she has a boyfriend, if she's married, if she has kid. Yes, she has a boyfriend, but she get pregnant, give birth. After 3 months, the babies pass away. But my uncle explained that to us, that whatever he did to bring her back, every time that she have kid, the spirit gonna take the baby. I don't want to say much about that because I don't really know how that happened. But yes, she can get pregnant. She get pregnant like 3 or 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. But every 3 months, the baby is gone.
You guys want to hear something crazy? This is like the craziness out of all crazy. People have actually died in Haiti, and somehow by using voodoo and by using witchcraft, they were able to come back to life. Yeah, yeah, I'm not making this up. Let me give you guys a quick little story of a girl that actually confessed that she was one of these people. And you can tell by the way that she behaves, by the way that she acts, like you can tell that she is not telling no lies. And there are many stories like that. As I'm scrolling through TikTok, I jumped upon a girl. You can check her TikTok. Her name is Rebecca Journey. And then she was talking about this guy, who actually went through that with his girlfriend. But let me tell you my story. This girl that I knew from South Florida, she was dating one of my cousins. And she told us the story of how she actually died when she was in Haiti. Someone actually unlived her, and her family, her parents, she was the only child that they had, and then they were not ready to just let their baby girl go and just moved on. So they found someone who was actually very powerful into this witchcraft thing, this voodoo thing, and then somehow they were able to actually go into the cemetery where she was actually buried and did a whole lot of witchcraft, and she literally walked out of the casket, and she is still alive till today. So now you're gonna ask me, well, how can someone do that? Like once you pass, you pass, your soul moved on, blah blah blah. I don't really think it's the same soul that is being placed into the body. I think it's something else, because once I've known her, in South Florida, she would have like some nervous breakdown from time to time. Some like personality, like it's kind of like it's just she's not the same person. She doesn't even know who she is, you know. Like she needed breaks from time to time. She needed to be by herself from time to time. It was just like, someone who's like battling, like they didn't feel like they were supposed to be in that body. Yeah, that is a thing in Haiti, literally. And I know like they don't want me to talk about these things. Oh, this win again. Like they don't want me to talk about witchcraft being done in Haiti. They don't want to talk. You don't want me to talk about voodoo being done in Haiti. But it's fascinating. Like I've seen it all my life. It's actually good to talk about, to actually teach people about these things, like so they're not blinded. Yes, guys, there's a whole powerful world out there. Can you imagine going to a cemetery and then having a full grown body wake up from a casket and just walk away like a normal human being? And then check that girl out again. Her name is Rebecca Journey. I just looked her up. I wish I could state your video, but I can't find it, guys. I wish I could. But I just want to talk about that. That is true. And that is very real. Like people just like, like by using witchcraft, by using this powerful, spell, whatever they use, you can actually wake up an entire dead body, and then they become alive and then they can live. She's still alive. She remained nameless, but she's still alive in South Florida. Like seriously. Like I still follow her. And like she's just like she's a normal human being. Pretty much.
Have y'all been keeping up with the story of the man that's talking about how his uncle brought back his sister from the dead and she was dead for at least 2 months? Now let's talk about it because a lot of people have been sending it to me and asking me to do my take on it. But I would like to start off by saying I am not Haitian. But for someone that has been studying Haitian culture and folklore for a good minute now, let me tell y'all something. It's nothing that I believe that Haitian magic can't do. But basically, to break it all down, if you haven't watched it, and whenever y'all get done watching this, I want y'all to go watch his video. He talks about how his sister was basically unalived by a witch that practiced dark magic. She got into it with the lady. I believe she was their neighbor, and I believe she was an elder as well. And they talked about how in Haiti, like, they don't do that, disrespecting elders or older people. Like, they don't take that kindly. So they basically put a curse on the girl just to let her and the family know that we don't play. And the sister got very ill. She had a bad fever. Nothing they could do could bring down her fever. She was just really sick and basically passed away within days from being cursed by this witch. I believe he said the lady gave her 3 days, I believe. So after she passed away, that's where his uncle got involved. His uncle was basically like a higher level, you could call him witch or warlock or voodoo priest or priestesses. You can, there's different names. But she talked about how like the way to bring them back, the person that bring them back has to be a higher level witch. Like I said, I'm just going to call them a witch. The person that bring them back had to be higher level than the person that, did that spell to them. And I know y'all are like, what? But just like I said, just from me studying Haitian culture, this is not surprising. And then just by reading some of the comments on his page and just by seeing several other people talk about different things that go on in Haiti. Like there was a trend when people were talking about how they look outside and see cats turn into humans. Like that is very normal in Haiti and in some parts of Africa. But yeah, there's different things they have to perform and pray and do to bring them back. And I know some people was like, what about autopsies? I also read up like how they don't always do autopsies in certain part of Haiti, only if necessary or if you have money or if there's a specific reason. But the lady that was also telling this story with the guy that's, talking about how his uncle brought his sister back to dead, she talks about how there's like the physical world and the spiritual world. So basically she was in a coma state in the physical world, she was dead in the physical world, but not in the spiritual world. But when they're brought back, they're not the same. And this is what it reminds me of, y'all. I know we have all watched Pet Sematary, or at least one of the Pet Sematary, because there's a few. They're not the same when they're brought back. They're aggressive. They're trying to learn, but they're not the same person. Just like on Pet Sematary, when they brought this little girl back, she was not the same person. Yeah, this her physically, it might look like her, but it's not her. I just had to throw that in there, how that, reminds me of that. They also go into detail of how you can't tell them, what they are, because bad things will happen to the family or you if you tell them that, hey, you were dead. But in Haitian folklore, zombies are real, y'all. They're basically people that was brought back to life by necromancy or dark magic or voodoo. And the process of turning somebody back into a zombie is called zombification. Now, I don't know if you would necessarily call this zombification, but I know a lot of people in the comments were like going crazy, like, oh my gosh, we need more answers and more questions. And I just want y'all to know that, like, let that man take his time, share his story, because you're not even really supposed to be talking about this type of stuff, especially if you are Haitian or in the situation. But I want y'all to go check out his videos and his story time, because he got a lot of videos on this topic, and I just basically broke it down for y'all. But to answer some of you guys' questions that's been sending it to me, yes, I believe it's real. And I believe that it has happened all the time. And remember, just because you haven't seen it, heard about it, that does not mean it's not true. There's so much in this world that we haven't seen that is very true. Just got to open your eyes. But let me know if y'all seen his videos, and go check out his page and let me know what y'all think in the comments.
too hot.